You know, with Darlington, I think the key to this racetrack is just keeping your car off the wall. You know, it's Darlington. We usually about always see everybody, like you said, riding up against the wall, and sometimes that can come at the risk of slapping that outside wall, getting your car damaged, and pretty much putting yourself in a hole for the rest of the race with things like how the damage will affect your car, and not even to mention that the effect it'll have on your pit stops. So I think the key to this race is just going to try to be to keep it out of the wall. And here at Darlington, also just track position in itself is very, very important. So I definitely expect a lot of these guys up towards the front to do really well tonight. I think our winner might even come from up here as well. But still got a long race ahead of us. We'll just have to wait and see how it all goes down.
Drivers, start your engines.
Give me the 66 of Tyler Landry. You said for your race that Darlington is definitely a very driver driven track. And, well, we know Tyler Landry is definitely a very strong driver. We saw that back in last season where he absolutely dominated right out of the gate. He's had a pretty quiet season, but he's still up here in the top 10 in points. I think he's definitely due for a win here tonight. It looked like for a second there that George Bryan might just slide up into the 41 of Callaway and take them both out after Tajima tried to peek down to the inside, but luckily they all keep it together and keep it straight. That didn't work out at all for Tajima as he's dropping a bunch of spots, but George Bryan fired off really well. He's pulling away with the lead, and oh, we might have 3 wide off of turn number 4. Almost 2 instances of 3 wide. This could get ugly as we go into turn number 1 if somebody doesn't back out. Luckily, Shauna Everett is going to do so. Definitely a smart move there by her. Oh, Tajima's in the fence. Hold on to it. Don't ricochet down. Looks like they're all right. Oh boy, here he comes. To the inside, trying to take it into. Brian just rolled that outside really good, and he's going to hold on to it. Boy. Oh, Landry! Riding it through 2. Ooh. Oh, Dupont got into the wall. Oh, Vinny Schultz pancaked it. Oh, yeah. Oh, Lopez! Oh, Lopez! And he gets into Shinabana! It doesn't look like it. Oh, they're right ahead! Oh, no! My goodness. Oh, Corbin tapped. That's some split strategy in the pits because you saw the two with Cameron Bellinger jumping a couple cars there. As yeah, looks like all these guys are going to come down pit lane. Gonna see here through Lopez going to catch the outside wall. Ricochet down on the 29. Shino hits the inside wall. And although he's so far down on the racetrack, he doesn't let up. Comes back on the racing surface into Wanakani and Vinny Scholes. And there's nowhere for any of these guys on Jack Gino to go. And caution had already come out for JV Shino, but man, that one and that 65 are junked. And it's definitely kind of questionable there from Lopez, especially, like you said, of a driver of his caliber. Definitely a real act of a champion there, that's for sure. I'll be right back, hang on. Urban Tabs could definitely gain some pretty good points here if things stay how they are, because under that cycle, definitely shake everything up. And now you got some of our points guys kind of further on down in the field. So we'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out. But oh, look on the fence. Oh, boy. Oh, oh boy. Here comes Tabs. Tabs uses those pressure tires to kind of turn down the racetrack, trying to get into the inside of the 2 Whitcomb. So we go down the front straightaway. Whitcomb got a decent run there off of turn number 4 and is going to hold on to the race lead through turns 1 and 2. Lori Jackson, 7, trying to ride the wall, maybe trying to get a run there on the 16. Tabs kind of blocking the low lane right now. Lori Jackson going to stay in behind the 16. Billy Smith going to kind of join in this battle. Smith goes high, but that is going to open the door for the 39 of Lagan Herndon, who's going to take a peek down to the inside. But you got Tim Berry making his way through the field. He's got 27 of Duval, or well, he's battling with the 27 of Duval. But looking to try and gain some points back on the 98 of Kevin Dupont after the pretty rough race that Barry had last week at Watkins Glen, excuse me. Don't know where I'm getting Auto Club from, but out front, Whitcomb doing a good job right now in that 2. Got into the wall earlier, but has once again kind of built that gap up to the 16 Tabs. Oh, someone's in the fence. JT Boyd. Uh-oh. Hollenbeck. Joe Smith. That's heavy damage. Oh, look out, Joe Smith. Guess something also to maybe take of note, it's this, especially if this thing goes long, we could definitely see tire wear starting to come into effect. So something we could maybe be seeing right now is maybe some of these guys behind Whitcomb kind of just riding it out. Well, Oscar Duvall there getting into the outside wall. Same for the 28 of Adrian Wheeler. But these guys might be kind of just riding it out, maybe saving their tires, while Whitcomb out front is pretty much just going guns ablaze. Just have to wait and see. But goodness, it's getting crazy back here. Doing a good job right now. Since she's gotten into the wall, she hasn't really gotten into it since. So she might have learned a little bit there, and she's definitely making the most of it right now as she continues to pull away from the 16 to Corbin Taps, and the caution is out. Michael Harvin. Well, like we said earlier, Darlington's only a 1.5 roof racetrack, and when you throw 3 wide into the mix, and somebody doesn't give, this is exactly what happens. And man, like you said, that was a great save there from the 88 of Joe Smith. And unfortunately, Kobe Hollenbeck just had nowhere to go, runs in the back of him, and that's going to eventually get them both swirly, which is going to result in both of them into the inside wall. So definitely a very tough break for those two, especially a hard hit there for Joe Smith. And that's going to definitely take him out of the race. So very, very unfortunate for those two. Michael Harbin going to kind of get on the outside wall there off of turn number 2, ricochet down to Summers, and then eventually get spun around off of the 8 of Darren Walker. But like I said, luckily locked it down and got in the car straightened back out. And it's kind of interesting that the accident with Smith and Hollenbeck didn't trigger yellow, but this one did. But maybe the LSCI officials are getting some concessions in the first one. But whatever the case, caution's out here at Darlington, and this is definitely going to set us up for an interesting final run here at Darlington. If it stays green, but we'll just have to wait and see how it all goes down. Definitely what Whitcomb needed there. That was a great jump there off the restart. We'll see what all these guys do. Corbin Taps making an aggressive there on his teammate, the 11 of Tim Berry, but this might help the both of them as Taps is going to get to the outside of the 7 of Lori Jackson. See what they can do through turns 1 and 2. Taps is going to get into the outside wall. He's going to get off of it relatively quickly. Somebody else, I think, hit the wall. JT Boyd. Oh, Schultz has a problem. Oh, boy. He might have. It's a volley in. I'll say a rookie who's definitely not struggling right now. Oh, boy. Lake and Herndon, I don't know if something's wrong with 39, but he just kind of lost all his pace there. Oh, Wheeler in the 5th. boy, got a lot of cars flying up here towards the front. Kaylee Maxwell just got by Corbin Taps on the outside there through 3 and 4 and is now right on the back bumper of the 39 of Lake and Herndon. Meanwhile, the 7 of Lori Jackson's now right on the back bumper of our race leader, Rhea Whitcomb. Turns 3 and 4. The 7's going to stay in behind the 2 for the time being. They're going absolutely crazy back there for the 3rd position, which is probably kind of what has allowed these guys to pull away. How about Kaylee Maxwell now going for 3rd on the 3 of Billy Smith? It just gets such a good run there on the outside, though, and is going to hold off the 52 for the time being. Up front, they're kind of getting into the Lori Jackson, maybe taking a peek underneath. Here we go for the lead. Oh, Jackson's going to send it. Well, side by side. Oh, what a battle here. They're still side by side. So going to 3 and 4. Jackson's going to drive it down the bottom. It's going to... Jackson's clear for the lead. Wow, what a battle there. Oh, it comes down. That was a great rally on the top side. Boy. Oh, Kaylee Maxwell on the wall off of 4. Gonna lose a spot to the 85 of McCarran. Definitely real exciting to watch this for the race lead. Kind of watching these two. Darlington's definitely a very interestingly shaped racetrack. 1 and 2, a lot wider than 3 and 4. And I think we're kind of seeing, I think Whitcomb might be a little bit better in the 7 through turns 1 and 2, but I think Jackson is definitely set up a lot better there through 3 and 4. Because we've seen Jackson really roll 3 and 4 good, and we've seen Whitcomb kind of gain a little bit on the 7 through 1 and 2, but Jackson looking pretty good right now, trying to pull away a little bit from the 2, now almost to a half a second gap. And both of these two have a really big gap back to the 3 of Billy Smith. Oh, Cooper Spur. Oh, boy. Definitely seeing some of our championship struggling here. Definitely going to be very interesting here as well. This is going to be the money stop, and big question on these guys is when do you want to come in? Because I mean, if you come in right as the tire window opens, you're going to have the freshest tires on the track for a couple laps, and you're going to be able to gain a lot of time in the short run. But as the run goes on, and once we get closer to the end of the race, your tires are going to get worse and worse until the point where they're pretty much just going to be absolutely shot. But if you wait, you're going to lose time here in the short run while your tires are still warm. But once you make that stop, your tires are going to be some of the freshest in the field, and you'll be able to make up a lot of time compared to the others. So definitely going to be really interesting to see what all these guys do here during this last stop of the race. Definitely going to be a fun cycle here. Now, like you said, especially with these laps ticking down, nobody's came into the pit road. So as we get later and later into the run, if nobody comes in, I think probably the best thing to do will be to try and start the cycle out, come in first. And I'd say once one car comes in, everybody else is probably going to follow. I think that's kind of just what everybody's waiting on right now. But starting to get to the point now where you've just got to come in because the tire wear is getting really bad here at this point. Like you said, it's about 2.5 seconds now. We'll just have to wait and see who the first one to come down is. Oh, no. definitely very up in the air of whether these guys can or can't make it to the end. I really don't know why these guys aren't pitting. It definitely seems like they should have by now. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But boy, I'll tell you what, I'll tell you whose car has definitely come alive here as these tires have worn out. Oscar Duvall is flying around here. Duvall's actually closing on leader Lori Jackson. He's got it to under 3 seconds. And now he's right on the back bumper of the two of Rhea Whitcomb for second. If the 27 could maybe play a bit of strategy here, I think maybe even Oscar Duvall could maybe have a shot at this as he tries to the outside of Whitcomb trying to take the second spot away. Oh, I think Hollenbeck maybe. Oh, he's coming down. Duvall's a little bit low on the racetrack. Oh, Rebecca Raymond's coming in. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Jackson is in. And everybody else stays out. I don't know if I like that call. They're coming down now. Like Aaron stays out, so does Smith and Maxwell. We'll have to see. That was a quick cut for the 7. Wonder if have to see where all these guys come out, like Oscar Duvall. And there's Duvall, and there's Bellinger, or Whitcomb, excuse me. Coming up against George Bryan. And yeah, Lori Jackson's going to absolutely sail by with the race lead. Unless something happens, it looks like Jackson might have this one on lock. Oh, goodness. That's a hornet's nest back here. think she definitely played the cards right, coming in first. And like I said, she can just cruise at this point. She's got a 4 second gap to the two of Whitcomb. Unless something happens, she's just got two more laps to go. Just gotta close it out here from Darlington, and I think this will be her first career win, if I'm not mistaken. She's gotten close a ton of times. I know that for sure. I don't know if she's gotten to victory lane yet, though. Oh boy, how about that for Lori Jackson finally getting her first career win? And she definitely earned that one. She drove an absolutely excellent race. My goodness, what a race here from Darlington. Definitely another thing, definitely gonna be interesting to see how these points shake out. Don't know where DuPont or Barry or any of those guys finishes. Corbin Tapp's gonna come up with a sixth place finish. Barry comes home 15th, but DuPont still finished ahead of him. Definitely a very interesting race here from Darlington.